How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be breaking down the new roadmap Embark Studios gave out for Arc Raiders for 2026, so let's get into it. With January comes Headwinds, which is a new matchmaking option for level 40 plus, which I am kind of understanding. It seems like it's to split the lobbies up from new players versus more experienced players. But the thing is, if it's an option, I wonder if you can toggle to play with new players or the experienced players, which would be really weird. So maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just kind of after 40, you're automatically grouped with the more experienced players depending on your play style. So I'm very curious to see how that works because I feel like that can be horrible. But new map condition, I'm gonna guess it's like a very low visibility dust storm, but hence headwinds. And with the image in the background, it kind of does look like they're traveling through a really, really thick dust storm. But the big question is this going to be a dust storm that's never ending, like throughout the entire match? Or is there just going to be moments on the map where the dust storm really picks up to where you can't see 5 feet ahead of you? Very curious to see how that's going to go. We got a new player project, which is kind of like the Cold Snap update where you turned in the candleberries and then you got like a snap hook at the end. So I'm very curious to see what we get from the end of that. February brings Shrouded Sky, which is a new map condition, new arc threat, player project, raider deck, map update, and an expedition window. For those of you who absolutely hate owning anything in this game, you got a reset in February. So get happy about that. The new map condition, I don't even understand what it's going to be. I can assume with Shrouded Sky, maybe the map will get really dark, or maybe it'll just be flooded with arc. I think it'd be so cool if it was just flooded with arc. But anyway, the new arc threat, so curious to see what that's going to be, and I'm so excited to actually see what they bring in and how many times I'm going to die to it. Player project, that one's going to be interesting, along with the raider deck. I absolutely love how much effort this team puts in with giving us free content because we don't need to pay anything for the raider deck or the player project. Absolutely amazing. We're getting a map update and an expedition window. Now, with all this, the map update, I'm very curious to see what they update exactly. And at the bottom of this, you can also see we're going to get new quests, new feats, trials, and events, new gameplay items, new cosmetics, quality of life updates, and more. I am so curious as if we're going to get new weapons. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am to get new weapons and just see what they give us. I am so hyped for more suppressed weapons and more like maybe CQB, but more weapons that deal direct damage to Arc, but they just look so cool. I just love the aesthetic of Arc Raiders because I'm a huge Fallout fan. So all the pipe weapons, it just looks amazing. And I just think they just did such an amazing job. Movement from Battlefront 2, and you got the artwork from Fallout. Absolutely amazing. March, Flashpoint, the new map condition, new arc threat again, another one, literally a month later, another player project, and a Scrappy update. I'm curious to see what the Scrappy update is because are they going to update the materials he gives, the amount he gives, or is he going to give new material? So curious to see how that's going to go. And we get yet another player project. And guys, I don't need to keep glazing Arc Raiders and Embark Studios. I just feel like they're, as a company, it's so refreshing to finally have a gaming company actually listen and take care of its player base. Absolutely amazing. April brings Riven Tides, a new map, new large arc, new map condition, and an expedition window. Again, for those of you who absolutely hate owning anything in Arc Raiders, you get another reset literally 2 months after your other reset. So I'm curious to see what they bring in for the expedition. I know there was so many people complaining about the rewards from the expedition and people saying that they really feel like they should have gotten more, but I'm curious to see. And I mean, I kind of hope it's not the 5 million again. I didn't do the expedition. I didn't expedite. So I don't really care about it. I didn't want to save up 5 million because I like using gear. I like using the Tempest and stuff like that. I don't want to hoard everything, even though, yeah, I hate losing it. But the Riven Tides map condition, I am so curious because I see a storm cloud. Okay. I would think it would be so cool if the new map is like kind of like a beachfront, and during the map there's like these times where the tide just goes crazy and just starts rising at like an abysmal level and you can't get caught in the water or else that's it. I think that would be so cool to have a beach map. I am so curious to see what they bring out. They have yet to disappoint in this game, so I have the utmost faith in them right now. And I am so curious again with each month that comes on. I wonder what quality of life stuff they're adding. Plenty of cosmetics are free in this game. They gave us so much, and this is one game where you constantly get Raider tokens. So you honestly only need to, you don't need to buy anything because you just play the game and you get rewarded with the in-game currency to buy the skins you like. Absolutely amazing. So unheard of nowadays with how shitty game companies are. Activision, I'm looking at you. Blizzard, I'm looking at you. So yeah, I guess two in the same, right? But with that, guys, I'm so curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this, what you guys expect from Embark. Down below, if you're expecting new weapons, let's hear them. I'm so up for talking about new weapons that what they are possibly adding. I'm so curious to see what you guys think about the new arc threat. Now, with the new arc threat, I know they're bringing shredders above ground, so I don't know if that's going to be a new arc threat that they're talking about or if it's going to be completely new, because right now it looks like a little bee, so I'm wondering if it's going to have something to do with that, but they both look the same. But the new large arc, let's go over that real quick, because the new large arc, I wonder if it's going to be like Bombardier and Bastion big, or if we're talking like Queen and Matriarch. Are we finally getting the Baron in map? Which is going to be insane, because if PvP is still going, that's going to be abysmal to attempt in a PvP lobby. So I'm curious to see if they're ever going to add it, or if they talk about it, because I know they mentioned that we're probably not going to get it. But I will say I do like the new matchmaking that they have, because the more aggressive you are, you get placed into more aggressive lobbies, therefore giving you exactly what you deserve. If you are a peacekeeper, then yeah, you're good. You're going to get the lobbies where everyone's dancing together, so I'm all for it. But let me know what you guys think down below, and if you guys are going to do the expedition windows, let me know. Peace. Catch you in the next one.